Hello, another day out here. Got all that up. Gonna be working on getting the shelf up. Siding, stain, and the stain for the outside. Just using a hammer and a little set thing for the finishing nails. Have the galvanized and then the finishing nails for right here. I don't think they'll be exposed, but I have those sitting around. Yeah, I think it's really gonna look like a cabin. I'll try setting up a time lapse, but I think my phone's just gonna overheat. Progress so far for the day. Kind of slow going doing it manually, but I just can't justify buying a nailer. Not yet, kind of broke. No. Just looked up at the sun and was like, what? It'll come up on video, but stormy out here. I got some precipitation. I don't think you could tell on video, but it is raining. Almost have a full shelter. I did put up, my neighbor Richard hooked me up with some scrap aluminum. So I put that over for a little aluminum flashing. Looks a little grody now. It's not exactly cut even. That's how I got it. And it was free. last piece. It's not over till it's over. Darn. Exciting. Finally put the door hardware on. Have a nice little doorknob. And I got a little keypad thing. Hopefully it's lined up enough to lock. Boom. And I've got my code. So guests can come in when they want. First rain. Definitely gonna leak here. Took a day off for my mom's birthday back in the cabin. The other day I bought a generator finally. I really wanted a solar one, but I wanted to be able to power an AC unit, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm just not sure if I was going to be able to get enough power, you know, to run that for more than a couple hours, because, you know, I've got my old dog, and I just want to make sure that if I had to leave for a couple hours, I wasn't going to run the risk of running out of power and having to bake to death in here. So I definitely, down the line, when I make a little bit more money, I really want to buy solar and do mostly solar. But I think this is a good temporary solution. So I've never used a generator before, and I'm gonna try to power this up today and see how that goes. First step for the generator, it says to have it at least 20 feet away from where you're gonna run it. Definitely don't wanna run it inside the cabin and die. So got an old pallet, throw it up here on this platform, maybe build some kind of cage around it. So yeah, I bought this big old rig at Costco. It was 800 bucks. It's like a dual propane or gas. Looks pretty complicated, to me at least. But after reading the instructions a couple times, like, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be too bad, but yeah, this will be the first time I've ever used one of these. First step is gonna be to put the oil in it, which was supplied. It's a 10 weight 30. I'm gonna open up the back. Clean. First step is finding the oil. That's it right here. Fit now, let's see where that's at. All right, got it outside on this little pallet platform. Making sure that the exhaust is facing away from the cabin. Actually, that's the exhaust point, engine exhaust. Okay, wrong way. Check that. Okay, don't go over the red fill line. I want to get close to it. All right, finally got some fuel in the generator. My fuel thing is all messed up and leaking, so that was kind of a pain in the butt. So waiting for some spilled fuel to evaporate, but here's the AC unit. I'm going to temp 2 run. Pretty sweet. Okay, gasoline is in it. Hopefully I don't blow up. Got my extension cord ready for the AC. Let's see what this goes. Gonna have to do something with this cord. I don't want the rats to bite it. Okay, it's a freaking mess in here. Let's try to turn this AC on. Moment of truth. AC. I've been running the portable AC on the generator for over an hour, and it is still hot as anything in here. I even tried to tarp up the big window because I know that could be like some kind of greenhouse effect, but I guess the air is feeling pretty cold now, but before it felt like it was blowing hot air. So, not really sure. I know I don't have my vent set up properly yet. But yeah, so far this is a $1,500 flop. Not looking too different. I feel a lot cooler. I'm not sure. Stormy day out here. Started doing the roofing. I was trying to cheap out and do it without the purlins, but I realized that the metal screws were going through the interior since I don't have any kind of insulation, so putting up some purlins now. Luckily I had a couple scrap pieces that are super bowed, but they should work for this. Yeah, it has a nice drizzle going on today, so it feels really good. It's raining and it feels so good. Only had 2 pieces of galvanized roofing because I had to fit in the Prius, and I wanted to make sure that I could fit a 12-foot piece in there. It worked pretty well. Galvanized in the car. Okay, so a hot and frustrating day. I thought the roof was going to be easy, you know, just put up a couple purlins, slap up the galvanized metal and be done. I've been struggling like crazy, but I think I finally figured it out, and I haven't wanted to bust out my camera because I've been just screaming and frustrated. We got a storm coming, weather's getting better. So, first thing I'd say, if you're building this cabin, especially the double, I've said it in another video, but man, make sure you have everything level and you do your foundation right. And I knew that going into it, but I never had done it before. So my big mistake was I have that corner level with that corner 16 feet down. What I failed to do was really pay a lot of attention to the middle. And I didn't put enough support there. So once I built, and I think it was like more or less level, but I was just checking there and there. So when I built everything on top of it, I think the middle started to sag, and then my roof in the middle kind of sloped like a V, you know, just like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, but enough to really make everything on the entire cabin a little off from that point on. So I'm kind of learning the struggle of how to like work around doing something incorrectly and trying my best to make it look good. Really been having trouble. I was trying to get this metal right because I was making it level and it was just completely off. And because the middle slopes, it made this side a little off, as you can see by the siding. So I actually just read online that metal roofing is actually really good. It reflects the heat away. And I kind of noticed that when I went in here today. It was 10 degrees cooler in there. Well, it is a little cooler today too. So I think it was a good choice. And it looks really cool during the day. It's like blue, just reflecting off the sky. Yeah, pretty cool. So I'm doing the metal above the swing door. I was kind of worried about how I was going to cut this stuff and make it look good. I read online that you can cut it with a hacksaw, but the fact that I'm out in the middle of the desert, really don't want to make a spark and be the cause of the whole Sonoran Desert going up in flames, so it's doing it manually with a hacksaw. And honestly, it's not bad at all. This is like I think I got at Goodwill for a couple bucks with an old blade, and it cut right through this pretty well. So yeah, if you're gonna do this, I wouldn't worry about that part, just do it manually. One side done, clean it up. Rest of the galvanized metal roofing. I'm gonna finish up the far side. I took off the two panels that were from Lowe's because they just didn't match up properly. So I'm just gonna start fresh. And then I'm gonna use the Lowe's metal when I make little awnings on either side. It's raining. Putting on a metal roof in a thunderstorm. No big deal. Rain. Finishing up the roof on the other side. Woo. Had a little rainstorm followed by a rainbow. Rainbow. Ooh, after the other side being a huge struggle fest, this side I couldn't have asked for it to go smoother. So happy, gonna celebrate with some spinach dip and chips.